How to tell if you're an introvert. All you have to do is pay attention to your natural reaction and what you're feeling on the inside when someone invites you to a public or large gathering. Take, for instance, my brand new job, of which I have the most positive feeling and vibe inside me about the future of this job and the potential and the outlook. They have come through in every way, shape, or form with the negotiations and the offer, and I have very, very, very good vibes from them about my longevity and my ability to succeed at this new position that I've accepted. And I start that job next week, and they have invited me to, and they've included me in and invited me to their Christmas party, which right off the bat is super, super sweet. Very nice. But that wasn't my first reaction. My first reaction was, oh my gosh, dread, panic. I don't want to go. That was my initial reaction. I've always thought for years since I was a little kid that I was an extrovert. Only through my healing and rediscovering my true self have I actually realized I'm an introvert at heart. I actually think the more accurate statement is that I'm an ambivert, but contrary to what I've thought my entire life, even though I have the ability to talk to people and talk in front of crowds and be very open and warm and welcoming and friendly to people in general and start up conversations, and I have no qualms about that with strangers, I don't like social functions. I don't like being around a bunch of people that I don't know. Sometimes I even don't like to be around a bunch of people that I know. It's nothing personal. It's not that they offend me. It's not that I have personal problems with anybody. It's just that I don't want to have to put on a show. And in pretty much every social situation, I feel like I have to put on a show. Now, that could be based on my childhood experiences and growing up and being bred essentially to be fake, be someone I'm not. And in most recent years, I'm relearning and reacquainting with that little girl that I met in that vision or dream or whatever it was I had that I told you about in prior content, and reestablishing that lovely, intimate relationship with that young person that I used to be, my true self. So it's tough being an introvert. You kind of want to hide out from people. Perhaps it's possible that I have been an extrovert my whole life and that I've become an introvert over the years because of the hurt and the abuse. Because I'll tell you what, and I say perhaps because it's a possibility, the feeling that I'm having about the social occasions is more accurately stated by saying that what I dread is I dread having to have any social encounter with any person where I have to read them and determine whether they're a safe person or whether they're not a safe person. I'm a very high functioning empath, and so every person that I meet and in large groups that are social occasions, I tend to read and be a radar or sonar for every single person that I meet. So it's not like I'm just meeting them and carrying on with my evening. It is, I meet them and I'm taking in everything about them. I'm absorbing their aura and their energy and doing an analysis subconsciously, not through any effort of my own. Trust me, if I could turn it off, I would, especially in social occasions, because some of these people are not even going to matter to me. But of course, if it has to do with the new job and a new work situation, I'm going to be screening every single person and taking in all of the information about each person that I meet. Fun social experiment maybe for the future. If me and my husband go to this Christmas party, which I probably will, just to meet people outside of work, meet my new coworkers outside of work at a social event early on in my career there. Maybe as time goes on and I establish relationships with them, work relationships with them, I'll be able to show you or give you information about how that gets established. What my first impressions are, and then after a couple of weeks, and then as time progresses on the job. We'll see. But oh my gosh, if you're an introvert, you know what I'm talking about. It's just, the thought of it just makes me crazy. So, have you guys ever found yourself in that position? What are some of your worst memories or experiences of being committed to a social occasion, being invited to a social occasion, being obligated to go? And then what was the experience like for you? And then how did you feel about it afterwards? Did it scar you? Did it make you feel better? Were you more empowered? I'm curious. Let me know what your thoughts are, what your experiences are. Lord knows, maybe you'll give me some confidence. It's funny because I don't feel like I lack confidence. I'm not necessarily scared of what people are going to think of me. I don't really care, I guess, what they think of me. What I care about is, I'll be honest, I'm scared of other people. I'm scared of narcissists. I'm scared of crazy people. And I really am done dealing with them. So I don't want to go to the next job and deal with more of what I've dealt with in pretty much almost every job I've ever had. I just don't want it anymore in my life. Crazy people, and when I say crazy, I mean unbalanced people, unhealthy people, vindictive, manipulative, dishonest people scare me. So there it is. I'll let you know how it goes. If you feel up to it, please let me know what your experience has been as an introvert. And as always, thanks so much for tuning in, and take care of you guys. Bye for now.